Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Here comes one of the greatest days on earth, the day of Arafah, the day in which Islam was perfected and completed. When Allah said, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum na'amati wa raditu lakumul islam dina. A day about which the Prophet said, there are no days in which Allah free the souls from Jahannam more than the day of Arafah. A day in which even individual fast for those who are not performing Hajj, their sins of the previous year and the one to come are forgiven. In other words, 2 years of sins that have been committed will be forgiven. A day in which Allah will be proud of his slaves when he would address them saying, my slaves, my servants have traveled far and wide with dusty faces and disheveled hair only to seek my mercy. I will forgive their sins, even though they may be as big as the amount of sand or the drops of rain or the foam of the ocean. A day in which the mercy of Allah descends, a day in which dua is accepted, a day about which the Prophet said, whoever fasts will have 2 years of his sins forgiven. He said, the best dua is the dua of the day of Arafah, and the best of it is the one that I have been doing and prophets before me, which is La ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika la, lahu'l-mulk, wahdahu, wa huwa kulli shay'in qadir. There is no God but Allah, him alone without a partner. To him belongs the kingdom. To him belong all praises, and he has power over everything. The Prophet said, the best dua is the dua made on the day of Arafah, a day like tomorrow. But the best of those du'as is the one that the Prophet used to do and the prophets before him. And that is La ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika la, lahu'l-mulk, wahdahu, wa huwa kulli shay'in qadir. So a reminder to myself and brothers and sisters, let us fast tomorrow, which is the day of Arafah, for those who have not performed Hajj, so that we will have sins of 2 years be forgiven. But let's be engaged in dua throughout the day. And the most important dua of the day is the dua that the Prophet used to do and prophets before him, which is La ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika la, lahu'l-mulk, wa lahu'l-hamd, wa huwa kulli shay'in qadir. Remember, this day is so important that Allah even took an oath by this day. وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ الْبُرُوجِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْمَوْعُودِ وَشَاهِدٍ وَمَشْهُودٍ. It is so important that the Prophet said, Al-Hajju Arafah. Arafah is actually the essence of Hajj. Whoever performs Hajj without standing at Arafah will have his Hajj rejected. So brothers and sisters, let us make hay while the sun shines. Let's engage ourselves in dua throughout this day, and more so the dua of the Prophet that he used to do and other prophets. La ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika la, lahu'l-mulk, wa lahu'l-hamd, wa huwa kulli shay'in qadir. And remember, the following day is Eid. For whoever has the means, let them sacrifice an animal, because the greatest act of worship on the day of Eid is to spill blood for the sake of Allah, that is sacrificing if you can. May Allah make it easy for all of us, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.